Heard of the phrase, don't believe everything you hear and see? Of course you have. Wondering now how I'm going to tie that into a property-related story? Well, it's easier than you think, because when it comes to finding the pennies for the new home or investment property, there is an overwhelming amount of advice out there. But how do we know what's the right information for us? I'm going to call this next story Exposing the Myths of Mortgage Broking, and I've chosen Liquid Finance Solutions as a case example. These guys are the perfect choice because they take broking to another level. They provide individually tailored finance solutions and impartial home and property investment loan guidance too. They also have more than enough experience to answer my challenging questions. However, the questions are going to have to wait because there's a subject that I'd like to explore first. Now, Liquid Finance Solutions are property investors themselves, with links to over 30 of Australia's leading finance providers and relationships with property developers across the country. They're in the perfect position to help with every aspect of property investment. It's kind of your one-stop shop for investors. But as I said, there's a lot of fallacy out there, so to help paint a clearer picture, here's Wade Wilcox. Wade, if I find that I'm paying a higher rate than one I've found advertised, can I change lenders?
Sure. If you have a variable rate loan, it's a simple process. If you have a fixed rate loan, there's a few extra steps. But the refinancing market's really competitive at the moment. So one of the keys is just understanding whether or not that advertised rate that you're hearing is actually good value. And that's where we can help.
So what's your number one tip for getting the best rate for an investment property?
Look, Dan, if rate's the only consideration, I would focus on de-risking the deal. So lenders are actively pricing for risk. If you can offer a scenario that's a low loan to value ratio, you'll get better prices.
How significant is the lowest standard variable rate?
Look, not too much. The rate tells you nothing about the lender's credit policy, and that can be restrictive. Besides that, most lenders offer discounts to their standard variable rates, and so the key is understanding what the standard variable rate is and the discount that's being offered before you make any decisions.
Something else Wade said that struck a chord with me was that one thing he's really passionate about at the moment is to establish facilities for clients that are flexible and allow for future growth without restricting their lending options. That's something I find really refreshing. To find someone who can visualise the broader picture of the property owner, particularly those who might be investing for the first time. You know, I've spent a fair bit of time engrossed in all the information on this broker's website, which is really worth a look, by the way. It's liquidfs.com.au. And while I was there, I came across something that caught my eye. It was this statement. We take something that's potentially confusing for home buyers and investors, we make it easy. After all the complications we face when buying a new property, doesn't that sound nice? Something made easy. If you'd like more info, go to westrealestate.com.au, follow the links.